Hey everybody, Syntax here. Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles on the Patreon server. And we're going to start today's episode off and check it out. So I've got a bunch of 1K ME storage cells crafted up and installed into my ME network. And normally when I do a playthrough with ME of any kind, I usually go with the 4K, but just simply due to the fact of the resources that are required to make the 4K, and I really don't have any automation going yet, I decided to go with the 1K storage cell. So okay, so what are we going to work on today's episode? So I'm getting everything ready to go because we are going to start today. I know we've been working on AE for pretty much the whole week. I want to get this crafting terminal. There's a couple things in applied energistics that I want to kind of craft. They go along with the lines that are going to just make our life a little bit easier. I need to cook up the surface quartz real quick, make some plates. They're going to make our life a little bit easier. And I think we're going to need this guy. We're also going to need to craft up a couple. So we need an annihilation core. We need a calculation processor, which is not too crazy. So we're going to need more of these guys. And then we're going to need to make a formation core and an annihilation core, which is just flux ducts. Okay, so all this stuff is all stuff I've crafted before. But what I want to do is I want to get this guy crafted up. There is a couple, maybe one more block, maybe once we get this done in applied energistics that I kind of want to craft, but I'll take a look at it when we're done with this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work on, I've been having, it's really not a problem, but it's more of annoyance. I need to get some storage for liquid storage, and maybe we'll look into, maybe we can do liquid storage in our AE network. If not, I have an idea just to get some upgraded storage tanks for around the base. That way we can get some good amount of liquid storage going. And there's a tool, or a block that we can use, or not a block, there's a piece of equipment that we can use that'll help us transport stuff around. And then the last thing we're gonna do is wrap the episode up. If you go down to my farms real quick, I've pretty much turned off growing most of the mystical agriculture stuff because we've pretty much hit the cap, and I am starting to grow regular old crops over here. I want to get into Pam's Harvest Craft. For next week we're going to work a little bit on the kitchen workshop. That is the one tier in this pack that we have not really touched yet, is that the kitchen workshop, and we're going to progress a little bit down here. So but what we'll do at the end is we're going to need to craft up all the different seeds that are required for getting into Pam's Harvest Craft. So okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get things going. We're going to come back, we're going to get this crafting terminal at least further along into the crafting process of that, and we're going to come back and we're going to put it all together, and hopefully it's going to make our life a little bit easier in our AE networks. Okay, so I'll see you guys in 1 second. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. So I've got 2 charged quartz, and we're going to need these because let's go ahead and craft up. Let's see. So we're going to need to make another advanced. So let's see. If we're going to make an advanced circuit, I'm trying to remember the best way to do it. It was actually, hold on. It was, okay, so we need 2 basic here, and we're going to need, okay, so actually I did that wrong. So let's take these away. We'll put these 2 circuits right here, and then we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was, oh no, I take that back, it was gold. That's right, let's get some gold real quick. So we're gonna need some gold. 1, 2, 3, 4 these guys real fast. Gold is always hard to get. I really need to get a gold seed going, so that way we can get a good amount of gold. It's one thing that I do not have a lot of. Okay, then we're gonna need this advanced allo ingot. There we go. Now we're just gonna simply need to grab a bucket or let's just grab a cell real quick. We'll just grab 1 cell. We should be able to grab some super glue. Throw that in there, and that should craft up 3. Bingo. There we go. Okay, so that is going to get that going. So let's see. So the first thing we're going to craft right here. So we're going to need one of these advanced control circuits. We're going to need, all right, all this stuff we should have in there. So let's see. We'll get this done. There we go. Clear that out real quick. Okay, grab one of these guys, and it's going to be 1, 2, and then, oh, look at that. We're actually short on circuit plates. So let's cook some more up real quick. We're just going to need some stone. Okay, there we go. Throw that, whoop, move this stuff real quick. Throw that in here. I got a bunch of more ore, so just pick this stuff up real quick. This is what I like about having an AE system. I can just simply put it all away real quick. So much better than having, chest. So, okay, and that should be enough for now. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what was the last thing we needed? It was, oh, I'm actually going the wrong spot. It was for this guy right here. So we're going to need 1 alloy plate and then a silicon plate. Okay, very simple. So we got silicon and alloy. There we go. And did I do that correctly? Oh, we're going to need probably more glue. Okay. There we go. One calculation processor. Very good. Okay, well, that's cooking up. Let's see what else we need to make as far as for here. So we're going to need to make some annihilation cores. We're also going to need to make an advanced crafting table. I got all the stuff for that real quick, and it should be just simply 2 copper plates, 1 iron plate, and then we need to make some crafting tables. Just go ahead and use this table right here. There we go. And we'll just throw these guys right here. There's 1 advanced crafting table. Okay, this should be done. There we go. So all we need left to do now is to make... I think we can just simply make the, we need to make some logic processors, which is going to be basic control circuits. And, okay, we've made all this before. I'm going to come back once we get this crafted, and then we're going to have to do a little, we're going to have to use that empower. We're going to have to make this empowered Inori gear. So, okay, so I'm going to get everything ready to go. We're going to come back. We're going to make this empowered gear, and we'll see what, you know, how much more life is more simple once we get this thing done. So, okay, be back in 1 second. Okay, so here we go. The only thing we're missing now is we're just missing that empowered gear. So let's see what it needs to make this guy. So we're going to have to make, looks like we need 1 brick, a block of mana steel, a block of redstone, and 1 net blood iron ingot, which is basically in our blood infuser. A good amount of blood, actually. 1 ingot makes that. So, okay, I think we can get all this stuff real quick. I already got the mana steel. So let's just throw this into our factorizer real quick. Get us... No, that's not what I want. Not a split. Ah! That's okay. We'll fix that again. Let's just let it finish. There we go. And there we go. So what we need to do is combine is what we need. So let's just go back to our crafting table real quick. And we'll just remake this stuff real fast. At least we know how we can make it. We can make ingots out, or, you know, nuggets out of this as well. So, okay. There we go. That's why it's so important to check, you know, the setting before you just throw stuff in. So, okay, so there we go. That should give us 1 block. So now we need to get 1 block of redstone real fast, and we got plenty of redstone. 9. Okay, and then we're going to need to go into our crafting table 1 more time. Here we go. And now I think I also have a brick as well in here. See, 1 brick. Yep. Okay, and I got 1 iron ingot real quick, so let's grab some blood head real quickly. I think I probably maybe should move the infuser back to the workshop, but we'll just head over here real quick. Oh, hit the wall real hard. Okay, and I think I got that guy sitting over here. Let's see, right. Yep, there it is right here. So what we should be able to do is empty in blood right now. We'll just throw all this blood in there real quick, and we should be able to drop 1 iron ingot. There you go, bingo. Okay, so there is our 4 things that we need. And let's head back to the shop. Yeah, I'm getting a lot better jumping around. You see, I got a couple other, you know, trophies up here as well. Look at the Twitch. I got the Twitch icon. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's see here. We needed... Oh, not that. We needed... So we need to put 1 Inori crystal block goes in the middle. So we need a block of iron as well. Okay, so let's just grab 9 of these guys real fast. Throw that into the... I love this factorizer. Oh, it's so nice. Here we go. Bingo. And we should be able to just head downstairs. I need to move the atomic reconstructor. I need to get that moved real quick. Got to figure out a place to put it where I don't... Oh, that's not going to work. There we go. Let's hit that guy real quick. Nope. Put it against the wall. And zap. There we go. Okay, so these are all the things that we need. So if we go back to our empower real quick, we should be able to get this guy all down. It should fire right up. So let's see. So we got 1 block here, and we've got a brick block over here, and we've got 1 iron, blood iron over there, and we've got a mana stealing block over here, and then the last is a redstone block, and this guy should fire up right away. There we go. Little particle effects going right now, and I think this might take a second or two. And what was the thing we needed? We needed also, okay, so 10. Okay. See, we're doing all good on power. It's not draining. So we haven't run into the issue where we have a minus of power yet. But I imagine in the near future, we're going to have to upgrade our power, and bingo, there we go. Okay, and then we're going to take this guy and simply just, there we go. Now if we come over here, we need to grab 1 tin ingot real fast, and we'll just grab right there, 1 tin. And that should be able to craft us up 1. Bingo. There we go. One empowered Inori gear, and we'll just throw the rest of stuff back into the network real quick. So, okay, so if we head to our advanced crafting table real quick, we should be able to just shift click this guy right on. Bingo, and there we go. So, okay, so a much bigger crafting table. Okay, so let's remove this guy real fast. And did that break? It might have broke. Oh, man. Okay. You know what? There's probably a tool for that, and unfortunately, I think we got... Oh, man. Okay, let's put this guy right here for now. Okay, now that we've got an upgraded crafting table and we're able to craft inside our terminal right here, we need to address the problem that's really not a big issue, but I want to be able to store large amounts of fluid. And let's see what it would take to get the terminal. There is a fluid terminal. It's right here, and it looks like it's basically the same crafting stuff that we made when we made our original terminal. So this is not too bad to make right now, but maybe what we could do first, let's take a look at the tanks that are available in the pack real quick. Okay, so just tanks. Maybe we can make us just a tank temporarily to store a bunch of stuff. So we got wooden tanks, hold 4 buckets. We've got stone, I think we're past stone, copper, tin, okay, maybe iron, maybe bronze, 520 buckets. What is it going to take for a bronze tank? Okay, so it's an elite crafting table. We're going to need a bunch of glass, hardened steel glass. Okay, maybe not, we don't need that much. What about a iron tank? Iron tank is going to need hardened steel glass. We're going to need looks like this is another plate we're going to have to take. Okay, this is not too bad. So an iron tank. So maybe what we can do is we can make hardened steel glass with steel blend and hardened, looks like hardened glass. That's us 2. So we could do this. Let's see if it takes any hardens, which we have some hardened glass right now. I think we have regular. We've got 4 hardened glass. And what does it take to make the hardened? I think it's crushed obsidian, hardened glass. And it's just the regular hardened bronze. I just want the regular hardened glass, which is right. There we go, hardened glass. Okay, so it's going to require obsidian dust, and it looks like pulverized obsidian dust. That's us 4, or we can use vanadium dust and pulverized obsidian. I think we have vanadium. We have a whole bunch of this. So okay, so maybe what we could do is maybe let's make us one of these tanks. So let's make an iron tank. So iron tank. And that's going to hold 256 buckets, and I think that should be a good amount. So let's see. So we're just going to need a bunch of iron, which is no problem. We're going to need 1 diamond plate. So what we could do with that is let's grab a diamond real quick. We're just grab one of these guys, throw it into our enrichment chamber. There you go. That should cook that guy up real quick. And then we're going to also need to get, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. We're going to need 18 iron ingots. So we need 14 of these guys. Let's throw these into the compactor real quick. Okay. And then this guy should be ready to be compressed. So what we'll do is we'll flatten this guy out in the compactor as well. And so we're going to need some glass. Let's grab all our glass right here. So we're going to need this stuff real quick. So let's see. I think it was all the way here like this. It was regular glass. And then we're going to need to get some obsidian. Now, wouldn't you know, though, this is where we have this obsidian essence. That's where it's going to come in handy. So let's see. What is it going to take to make obsidian out of this? So we can add 4 per, almost it looks like it needs 8. So let's see, how many can we get for this? This is where I think Mystical Agriculture makes this pack so much more bearable. There we go. So they got 32 obsidian out of that real quick. So we just need to crush this stuff up real quick, and we'll get that going. So this might take a couple minutes. So let me come back once I get all this stuff crushed, and then we'll put this tank together. So okay, I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so here's the last little iron place we got right here. Bingo. And we should drop this down into the elite crafting table, and this should net us 1 iron tank. Very cool. So this is a pretty good sized tank, and maybe what we'll do is let's throw this guy, just for the time being, we'll put it right here. There we go. And we should be able to take our nice reservoir that I crafted up, and we'll throw all this super glue in right there, and bingo, there we go. So there's 4 buckets. Look at that, didn't even make a dent in that. So very cool. So I'll make a couple more of these in between episodes to kind of house all our other type of liquids, and maybe I need to also make another Magna Crucible, because I would like to be able to automate to where at least I can craft up and send stuff down to get cooked up and automatically get filled up, because eventually we're going to move all this fluid storage into our network as well. So okay, so that's very cool. So let's go ahead and put this stuff back right here and here. Okay, so now that we've got that kind of situated, let's see what we can make. We need to make some memory real quick. So let's see here. It's the next part of the quest line. So we need to make some circuit boards, which is going to require circuit boards and grog. I think I have all this stuff, so let's see. Let's go in here and go grog. Actually, no, not right here. We're going to put it over here. So let's go grog, and it's going to require, I want to say I have most of this stuff. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to make, we're going to need, oh, I just love this AE stuff. So we're going to need to make, what is it called? It's called memory. Or actually, we need to make the printed circuit boards first. So, okay, so let's go printed circuit boards. Printed, so we need to make 2 of these guys. 1, and we're gonna need some more grog, I think. There we go. 1 more circuit board. There we go, and then we should be able to craft up now. And it was called, I think it's just called memory. Memory tier 1. Bingo, and we should be able to shift click this in. There we go. Bingo. Memory tier 1. Hopefully we need 4. So that's how we make 1. So I'm gonna have to make some more of these guys. So, okay, but isn't that so? That's pretty cool how we can just shift click that stuff in. We're gonna probably need to make some more microchips as well. And what was it to make that real quick? Microchips, the tier 1, which was just basically, that's nothing too crazy. So okay, so I'll have to make some of this stuff, and maybe what we can do is make some of this stuff in between episodes, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up progression, at least on the tier 2 main quest line today. What we need to do is get a little bit into get preparation ready for next week. So next week we're going to be working on the kitchen workshop. So what we need to do is what we can do to help with I want to get all the different seeds from Pam's Harvest Craft, which you look at right here, and look at all the different ones. So there is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're talking 70 plus seeds. I would like to grow every single one of these seeds, but what we could do to craft them is, if you look here, there's ways that we can craft some of these. If we come to right here, see how we could take the grass and a sifter in different ways? We can use the sifter to make all sorts of different type of Pam stuff. I don't know if it crafts all the different seeds, but we can get a good amount of them from just simply using the sifter. So what we're going to do is, let's see which ones we got first. So I think I've got 4 different ones right now. So I've got coffee, I've got green grape, I got tomato, chili pepper, millet, and radish. So let's grab all these guys real fast, and let's head down to our farms real quick, and we'll just basically get this stuff started. And what we're gonna need, you know what we're gonna need to do too before we go? Let's grab real quick, I'm gonna set this stuff up so that I'll show you guys kind of how I'm gonna have it grow. But we're gonna need to get some of this fertilized essence real quick. We'll just take a stack of it real quick. Okay. And none of these guys are hooked up. Woo! Jump down real quick. Right here, these guys they're fired up. They're not hooked up though to anything. But what I want to do is just set these guys up real quick to grow. And what we'll do is we'll get these guys to fully grown. Here we go. And we'll put this chili pepper down here real quick. And let's grab our fertilized essence real fast. And we should be able to just shift click this stuff. Grow these guys up to full. There we go. There's one. And we're just going to kind of repeat the process. And game, there we go. Oh, geez, game's lagging a little bit. There we go. There we go, fully grown. Fully grown. There we go, one more. Bingo. Okay, so what we want to do now is harvest every single one of these guys real quick. And I'm going to show you guys where we're going to stuff this stuff. So here we go. We got our tomato, we got our millet, we've got our coffee beans, and we've got our radish. And I feel like there was one more. Oh, there it is right here. Green grape. Okay, so let me head now. We got this stuff. Let's head downstairs to our storage drawer system. And I've done a little bit of changing down here. You guys will take a look. On this side over here, I've changed out to now we got the 4x4, and I've got all my iron ingots stored down here. What we're going to do is we're going to start storing all our Pam's Harvest Craft down here stuff. So there we go. I'm just going to go straight across. I'm going to try to get every single one of these guys in here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all the Pam stuff feed here. That way, when we grow all the different ones, I'm just going to let them kind of grow over the weekend. When we come back for next week, as far as for progression into Pam's Harvest Quest and the Kitchen Workshop, we should have plenty of resources ready to go. And one more thing that we're going to do, a little project I'm going to work on. Hey, stay away from this, people. I am going to move our smelter over here. We're going to move it over to one of these decks over here. And I'm thinking probably going to move it over to this side over here. So this will be the new Tinker's Workshop, and I'm going to build a bigger smeltery that's going to kind of reach all the way to the top here, because I'd like to have a pretty good sized smeltery. That way, that would pretty much eliminate everything going back and forth on the base. As far as the only time I would have to come over to this structure over here would be when I'm working on black magic. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So, okay. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the episode up right here, as we've got now a better way to craft, and we've got more liquid storage, and we did a little bit more work in AE. So we're going to get a fresh start next week on the Kitchen Workshop. So, hey, please do me a favor, drop down, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you like the video. And we'll see you guys on next week's content of Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles on the Patreon server. Okay, take care, everybody.